guys, today we're going to go over a couple everyday carry items. These are the top 5 items that I carry and recommend to anybody that asks me about everyday carry. So let's just go ahead and get into it. First on the list is the blade. Almost everybody has a blade on them. The one I prefer is the Emerson Knives CQC7. I prefer this for a few reasons. One, it's made in the USA. Second is the build quality on this thing. The materials that Ernie Emerson uses on his knives are second to none. You can beat the crap out of this thing, or any of his knives for that matter, and they won't fail. Another thing I like about these knives is, for maintenance reasons, all you need is a flathead and Phillips head tool. So if you've got a multi-tool on you, you can disassemble this knife, clean it, and reassemble it. The pocket clip as well is held in by 3 Phillips screws. The other thing I look for when I'm looking for a knife to pocket carry is it needs to have a partially serrated blade. I want that because it's easier to cut through if I have to cut through a seatbelt to extricate myself or someone else out of a vehicle. If I need to cut through clothing for first aid or some type of trauma care, that's going to get the job done a lot quicker than a straight edge. Works well for cutting through any kind of rope or cordage. If you've got to cut through a tarp, it just makes quick work of anything you've got to cut through quickly. So I prefer a partially serrated edge on a lot of those. And their blades are the chisel ground. Some people love them, some people hate it. So it's flat on one side. On the other, you've got your bevel and your edge. So when it comes to honing these blades, you've only got to worry about one edge. Really easy to maintain out in the field, or if you just don't have knife sharpening equipment at your house, you can use the bottom of a coffee mug to hone this thing back to a sharp edge. So that's my blade, the Emerson Knives CQC7. Other thing I have here is a wallet. I know this isn't a super sexy piece of gear, but it's in my EDC, so I've been through a lot of wallets. This is the Andar Baron, A-N-D-A-R. Very minimalist wallet, as you can tell. It's got a pocket on each side. One side's got my credit card and debit card. Other side's got my identification, and then you've got a cash clip here on the inside to keep your cash. That's it. Very low profile. Just throw it in my front pocket, and you kind of forget it's there. So that's the Andar front pocket wallet. Flashlight is a Streamlight ProTac 1AA. The other one I also run with is the L1AA, which is similar to this one, other than the fact you can run a CR123 in it or a AA. This one is strictly just AA, which I'm fine with. AAs are easy to find. You can walk in almost any store and get AAs. The size of this size of this flashlight is perfect for holding a hand. You get a good grip on it. You got a little bit of it exposed there, so you can use it as a blunt striking device to create some space with an attacker so you can get out. It's pretty bright even in daylight. I have mine set up so that it's the highest mode on the first click. You can change that. Streamlights, ProTac series lights have a programmable cap on them. So if you guys are interested in knowing how to do that, just drop us a comment and we'll make something happen for you guys. But that's the Streamlight ProTac 1AA is the one that I have in my pocket right now. Next up is a watch. This is the NFW Valor from NFW Watch Company. Again, I like this watch over many others due to its build quality, and it's made in the United States or assembled in the United States. Some of the components are going to come from overseas, like the movements and stuff. This thing is pretty damn near indestructible. It's made with 316L stainless steel, both the case and the band. It's got a sapphire crystal on it. And then you've got a nice raised bezel here to protect the sapphire crystal from any impacts. It's got a screw down crown, and then you've got a sapphire exhibition window on the back side of this guy, so you can actually see the automatic movement there working, which is kind of a cool feature to have. Another thing I really like about this watch is the band, the metal band. A A lot of watch bands, when you get them, you size them by removing links or adding links, and then they usually have some type of micro adjustment down here. Another one is this. These use like a hex tool to take these links in and out, which is really easy. And then they use a screw bar across the top here instead of your standard spring bar. Those screw bars are about 10 times stronger than your standard spring bar on a watch. It just adds to the overall toughness of this watch and build quality. But the band, back to the band, when you put this thing on and strap it down, Rolex has something similar to this where it's got their glide feature. This one you can expand it out that far, and then your micro adjustments are pretty much on the fly to however tight you want that thing, and then you can expand it back out. So once you get the linkages set, just adjust it like that on the fly, and you can adjust it all day long to your how you prefer to wear your watch. So I think that's a really cool feature on these watches. This is the one I reach for 99% of the time when I'm putting a watch on. It does not have a date window. I kind of wish it did. But overall, this knife, wow, I keep going back to my knife. I really like that Emerson. This watch is just a really awesome piece of kit. George, who owns NFW Watches, is really great to work with. He supports the military and other veteran type organizations. A lot of the watches he sells, portions of those proceeds go towards organizations that support veterans and their families. So go check them out, NFW Watch Company. And last but not least for EDC, what some probably don't really think about is your footwear. Let me move some of this out of the way. We'll put the watch back on. All right, shoes, footwear. These are Salomon Speed Cross. I believe these are 4th or 5th edition. I wear both. I've got a pair on too that are colored. They've got kind of the colored band here down the center. I believe those are 4. These are generation 5, I believe. But these are the Speed Cross Salomons. They're a trail running shoe. Yeah, there you go, Speed Cross 5. These are their GTX versions, so they're waterproof uppers here. I got the all blacks. I wear them to work. Really comfortable shoe. The other pair I've got on right now is the Speed Cross 4s. They are not waterproof, but I've wear those things for the past 2 or 3 years now. Just a very good durable shoe. Whether you're running in them or you're just using it for an everyday shoe. I use mine for an everyday shoe. They're very comfortable when you put them on. There's no break-in. Soles on these things are gnarly. The ones I've got on, I've got these almost worn all the way down. That's how much I wear these things. I will continue to buy Salomons for the foreseeable future. I might even get another pair now just to have them in reserves in case something happens to this pair. Because when I retire the pair I've got on, these will probably take over as my beater shoes, and I'll have to get another pair. But yeah, the comfort of these shoes, they're just really comfortable. They've got that system where you just cinch them up here, and hold on here, and you can adjust them out with this thing. So once you get it cinched up to what you like, you kind of do that. And then in the tongue of the shoe, right here, you've got a little pocket where you can actually take this and you store it inside that little pocket, so you've got no shoelaces flip-flopping all over the place. So that's a really nice feature. But other than that, the size is spot on. I wear 10.5, and that's what I order when I order these Salomon Speed Cross shoes, or any Salomon shoe for that fact. I've got a pair of their GTX boots as well that I wear in the wintertime. But yeah, you can't overlook footwear at the EDC, guys. If you're leaving the house, chances are you've got something on your feet. I'm not a flip-flop guy or sandal guy. I prefer a shoe that I can move in if I have to quickly. But if you guys are permitted black shoes in your workplace or not, I highly recommend getting yourself a all black pair of these Solomon Speed Cross shoes. Again, these are the Speed Cross 5s. Got a nice toe cap there. Nice protection on the heel as well. But yeah, not really much to say other than they're very comfortable. Their size is spot on, so whatever shoe you wear, that's the size you're going to order with these. These are waterproof. I've had them out in some very wet conditions here in Northeast Ohio already, and my feet stay dry. But yeah, that's it. So good footwear, a good blade, something to see in the dark with, something to carry your cash and cards, and something to be able to tell the time. That's my top 5 items for EDC, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.